It's a veggie-BLT-pita! I totally suck at video games, but love to play them anyway. Our contestant today is 18-year-old Saki Inafune, a high school student with a keen intuition and a fiery temper. We've brought her to her dream date location of an amusement park in order to help her find the perfect bachelor. Sure, the park got taken over by a terrorist, and now Saki has to work through traps and puzzles to save hostages, including her uncle, but that doesn't mean she won't find the perfect suitor along the way. So Saki, let's see what sort of love lies in your future in this episode of Otome Round-Up! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Otome Round-Up. Sometimes it's hard to pick the right partner in the beginning of an Otome game. How are you supposed to know which route is right for you? And do you really want to waste hours on a choice that makes you unhappy? Well, Otome Round-Up is here to make things a little easier. Today we'll be looking at the lineup of eligible bachelors from the game Sweet Fuse at your side, giving out some insider info to help you and Saki make the right decision. So let's meet our bachelors. First up is Subaru Shido. As a police inspector, he's very strict and has respect for rules. Though he's only 22 years old, he tends to take responsibility and command, sometimes being a little too blunt or cold in the process. His personality makes him want to protect others, but for a partner, he'd prefer someone who can stand confidently at his side. Once you gain his trust and love, Shido is very devoted, but you'll have to get through his hard exterior first. Next is Toa Wakasa. He's part of an all-male pop idol group and uses his stage skills to try and cheer people up. 17 years old, he's used to performing, but once he's off camera, he scares easy and often needs consoling. In calm situations, he'll go back to being his more optimistic self. His partner will have to be willing to put up with some whining at first. Once you gain his love and loyalty, Wakasa conquers his fears and becomes a reliable partner. Our next choice is Kota Meoshi. He's a top-rated gamer online, spending all his time indoors playing games and keeping up with game culture. 19 years old, he's made a name for himself online, but his skills at actually interacting with people leave much to be desired. His partner will have to know a lot about games and other pop culture, and be able to bolster his self-confidence. Once you've gotten him to open up, Meoshi will show off his real skills and intelligence. Next up is Ayumu Shirabe. He's a freelance journalist who tends to get so involved in his work that he ignores important aspects of his life. The oldest of the group, at 32, he often acts like a father figure, doling out tasks and trying to keep the peace. His partner will need to rein him in when he gets too involved in work and remind him about what matters, as well as be a fan of children, since his fatherly personality isn't due to age alone. If you can curry Shirabe's favor, as well as someone else's, he'll happily make you part of the family. Next in line is Kimimaru Urabe. He's a fortune teller whose crystal ball readings have garnered him occult popularity. 26 years old, he exudes a calm adult persona, but he keeps his past tightly guarded. His partner will need to want to uncover his mysteries, but will also need to be able to handle what is unearthed. Once you enter Urabe's circle, he will do anything to protect you, whether you want him to or not. The last regular bachelor is Ryusei Mitarashi. He's number 1 at the host club he works at, despite his gruff exterior. 24 years old, he's had plenty of practice flirting and making women happy, but he prefers to just speak his mind. His perfect partner will be able to handle his sometimes childish behavior, and also not mind being a damsel in distress. Once you've seen past his surface personality, Mitarashi will happily put himself at risk to save you. The bonus round belongs to Makoto Mikami, who is only available after going through the game at least once. He's an outwardly friendly college student who seems to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. 20 years old, he's got an idea of where he wants to go in life and is now working on making his plans come to fruition. However, his partner will have to be okay with those plans being of the illegal sort. Makoto has a clear goal in mind and isn't afraid to sacrifice people along the way, unless you can make him see the error of his ways in time. And that wraps up this episode of Otome Round-Up. Which man will you choose from Sweet Fuse at your side? Leave your favorite down in the comments, and we'll see you next round.